Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story. Today is Thursday, March the 28th, and I'm here just to give you a little update on a project that I really kind of started back on TFF a couple of Sundays ago when we were looking at designing a pattern. So if you caught that episode, you know that I showed you that one of the first things you want to look at when you're designing a pattern is maybe sketch out your idea. Well, that's what I did, and I kind of showed you a little bit of an idea that I was working on a sweater. So today I am here to show you my first part of what I'm going to do with that sweater. But before we get into that, let me say thank you to all of you that are here, that are popping in to see what my chit chat is all about. You know that I greatly appreciate those of you that return time after time. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome into you as well. I do hope that you will hang out with me here for just a little bit and see what it is that I'll be doing. And after it's over with, take just an extra moment and go look at all the other content on my channel. I do hope that you'll find something that you like, and it'll lead you to hit that little subscribe button down there in the corner, and then look for the bell with the little hugs on the side, because it'll let you know every time I upload some content. Okay, so on our episode of Twisted Fiber Friends, I always hyphenate, kind of shorten it to say TFF, we had talked to you about what are the stages of designing your pattern. And if you recall, those of you that watch us, I had told you that I was designing this little sweater for one of my daughters. Now, it's going to be a simple design because she's not all fancy. She really likes for the yarn to kind of speak for itself more than the stitches. And so I'll show you what it is that I purchased to make the sweater out of. Now, I started out with an idea of just having plain stitches here, and then maybe along the bottom have a little bit more open weave design, like a window stitch, double crochet, skip one, double crochet, and just kind of give it a little offset there to where it looks like it's woven, so to speak. But in talking to her later, she said she really didn't want any of that. She says, "But Mom, I want those little tiny ball things that you put on the end." And I'm sitting here thinking, tiny ball things. Oh, she means the picots. So I did finally come up with the stitches that I'll be using. So it's just really going to be a full piece. And what I mean by that, the front and back will be made together. And then I'm just going to stitch an opening or make a chain for the neck, and then just keep right on going with what it is that I'm going to do. And then, like I said, the stitches that I have designed to go with this little pattern are basically just, if you know how to chain, obviously single crochet, and then double crochet, make some V stitches, some X stitches. And that's really all there's going to be to it, because I'm going to let the yarn be the star of the show. Now, my daughter loves all colors, but she loves combinations of colors, like variegated, maybe long strand stripes and that kind of stuff. She likes them in a muted shade. So this is what I have picked out for her. This comes from Hirschner's. It is the Premier, I'm going to say Momenti, I think. There are 437 yards or 400 meters. It's a 7-ounce ball or 200 grams. It is a cotton and acrylic blend. Now, she really likes cotton. And even though she lives up north, cotton can get kind of heavy, and cotton can also sometimes stretch because of its weight. So I chose this cotton acrylic blend because let me see if I can pull out a strand here for you. It is very loosely wound together, kind of like on not exactly a chain stitch, but there is kind of a chain in there. It is a very nice 4-weight, but it's very fluffy too. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. That acrylic in there is going to allow the cotton to hold its shape. That's another reason why I chose it for the 2 blends. And it's going to have the absorbency or the airiness. I don't need it to be absorbent because she's going to be wearing it, but it's going to have the airiness that cotton gives you. You know, it's going to be breathable, but acrylic is going to allow it to hold its shape, and that's the reason why, like I said, that I chose it. Now, as I said, this is a 4-weight or an Aran, depending on where you're from. And like I said, it has 437 yards, and so I ordered 4 balls, but since I'll be making about a large, I'm hoping that it's only going to take 2 cakes. But there again, another thing about my daughter is she likes it a little bit long. So, you know, the number of rows, number of stitches, that kind of thing. So the nice thing is I do have her measurements, and I will be working off of that. And since I have made a couple of other items for her, kind of know how she likes the fit, how much ease to allow for the garment as I'm making it. And yeah, so I will be showing you my progress and letting you see what it is that I've done throughout over the next several weeks. I hope to have this done in about 4 weeks time, because you know me, I've got other things going on, and it's not something that she really wants until the summer, so I have plenty of time to get it done. But I did want to show you that I am working through or following through with this little sweater design, and I thought for many of you, you might like to see, now that I've already designed it, as far as sketching it out and deciding on my stitches that I've got going on down here. Now this, like I said, this is just the stitches that I want to use, and I kind of know how they go together, but I haven't looked to see yet what they're going to look like with the yarn, so that might all change altogether. But I just kind of wanted to let you experience this design process with me, not from the I've already got the pattern written out, so here we go, but I want you to see what all we as designers go through whenever we are creating something new. So as I said, you've already seen the design. I'm kind of piddling around. Pretty sure these are the stitches I'm going to use, but I have to make up a swatch to make sure that it's going to fit in line, that the stitches will line up pretty well, and how it looks with the yarn that I have chosen. And the hook size, I have determined that I will probably use an I or a 5.5 millimeter. I'm hoping that that works out, but it's just going to, again, depend on what the stitches look like whenever I put it with the yarn. I may have to go up, I may have to go down, but we will see. So that's all I have for you, but I did want you to have a little peek into one of my own creations and follow me along with the process, and maybe help some of you that are kind of tinkering with the idea of starting a design of your own, but you just don't really know where to start. So a real quick refresher, if you need to know how to design a pattern, I'm going to leave a link down in my description box for you to go and watch the Twisted Fiber Friends episode, in which we walk you through and tell you what all you need to consider when you are designing your own pattern. And so I do hope that you'll take a moment to go over there and look at it before next week on Thursday, when I show you the progress that I have made going from the paper design, making sure that my swatch is going to give me what I want, and then just the beginning of the sweater itself. So I do hope that you'll join me next Thursday to see the progress that I have made. So let's see. I guess the only other thing I have to ask of you is to be sure to leave your little thumbprints, and if you don't mind, share this video out with your family and friends, especially if they are crocheters like you, and they've been tinkering around with the idea as well as to design something of their own. It doesn't matter if it's a scarf, a hat, a wearable, a baby blanket. It doesn't matter. All of our designing processes start the same. So I do hope that you will, as I said, share it out with family and friends and remind them to come and follow along with me as you and I journey together through this little sweater pattern. So until next time, folks, please always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. I love you all, and thanks so much again for being here. Bye.